Okay, that's a lot harder with fucking... What does this do? Oh, shit. Oh, no! I did that. Wait, why am I not fucking breaking, dude? Oh, that sucks. What does this do? What in the fucking tarnation? What in tarnation was that, folks? Oh, I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. No! No! What, did I drift? Was that good? Did I do a good job? Or am I supposed to get first place every time on these single player? It's not 50cc, it's 150. You have to move the controller when you jump. Dude, what do you want me to do, like this? Or press R? What is R? Here's what I didn't do, which is top of the hour, every hour, 6-second ad break. While I run that, I'm gonna go pee. Got to run it. Thank you, sir. Get him. Hassan, please do... What? Press R2 after hitting a ramp. Hassan, please do time trials. You'll be by yourself on the course and you can be able to practice your drifting. Dude, my hand, I think this might be my last race though in this game because my hand hurts really bad, dude. Oh my god. What? Getting owned by fucking single player. What was that? Did just God smite me? What the fuck? Why am I a baby now? That was so strange, dude. What? Wait, is that the... Oh, it's the last round. Whoa! Oh, motherfucker! Motherfucker, dude! Shit! Motherfucker, dude! Motherfucker! Hold on, Mom, I can't hear you. I'm too busy playing a single player game, a baby game. I'm playing baby game and getting angry for no reason. Too busy. No! Literally at the end, dude. Why would this happen to me? Why would this happen to me? I did not deserve this. Okay, I fucking fell. I fell out of favor. Okay, that was the last one. I can't do it more. I can't. I'm quitting. Oh, fuck. Why is everything backwards? Fucking Japanese console Andy, dude. Everything is like, press A and B. Okay, I can't. I'm done. My hands hurt way too much. It's too... They literally didn't make this fucking stupid baby game for my gigantic fingies. Download the software first. Okay. That was pretty cool though. I'm a fan. I already ordered a Pro controller. It's coming on Friday. Make sure you close the home. I did. Oh, thank you. What else? Is this just this? I can't talk. Is it just this, Mom? What else did you get? Cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, they're scallion pancakes. Okay. Can you put the controllers on the Switch while the Switch is on the thing? And is there a sauce for these pancakes? I mean, whatever sauce they got. Okay, there's a lot of sauce. I'll try it. PS4 controller adapter, bro. Guys, it is 7:33 p.m. No, the stream is not done. Your suggestions are great. Like, I love it. Thank you for your suggestions. I'm not going to be able to get them right now, though. Okay? You're making it seem like I could just, like, you know, let me conjure up a fucking pro controller, dude. Damn, it's loud as fuck, dude. Oh, there's no audio.
Do this to me, huh? Okay, the Lord give it and the Lord take it, you know? And by I mean, I'm not the good, why you gotta do this?
It's the first time I've ever played like a Nintendo console thing since since my Game Boy was stolen. And goddamn, dude.
Such epic goober bullshit, dude. Oh god, I almost got clapped up by that one. I could have done better than that. Such epic goober bullshit.
No, I did it on purpose.
What did I do? 5th place? Let's go! Let's go! Doubters! Doubters! Fuck you! Fuck you, doubters! Fuck yours. Oh, I'm yelling so much. I'm yelling so much. My neighbor's gonna be fucking so mad. The comeback kid, dude. I came from.
How to drift.
Mario Kart 8 barely has a tutorial on how to drift, and that's bad game design. What is this? This ain't no real tutorial. Being able to drift in this game is what separates the chodes from the chubs, so here's how to do it. If you're approaching a turn, immediately before you start turning, press and hold the right trigger and the direction you're turning to do a little hop and slide. This locks you into the direction you're turning until you release the right trigger. If you're turning too sharp, turn the control stick in the opposite direction while continuing to hold the right trigger to take a wider, more outside route. When the turn is done, release the right trigger and you'll get a little mini turbo. The flames on your wheels go from blue to orange to purple, and the further along they get, the more of a boost you get at the end of the turn. So for example, if you're coming up to a left turn, hold the right trigger while turning left. Then when you start to turn too sharply, start turning right instead, while still holding the trigger. During longer turns, you'll find yourself constantly making small adjustments to switch between the inside and outside turning to keep your car on the most narrow path. But what turns should I drift for? Always drift! But I'm not good at drifting. Do you want to drift or do you want to lose? Pick one. Here's how lame you look without drifting. I'm not really cool. I can't go in the pool. Because I peed in the pool. I also pooped in the pool. Now here's the difference with drifting.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going new, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me. Whoa.
But what if it's only a little turn? Always drift! But what if I'm going to use a mushroom shortcut? Always drift! But what if I'm landing a jump? Drift at the end of it!
Yeah. This video only confirms my suspicions that Nintendo video game players do not deserve rights. And they deserve less than what they have been given. I'm once again stating that they deserve less.
But what if it's a left turn, then immediate right turn? Drift twice! Bonus tips! In general, the fastest path around a corner is to be as close to the inside curve as possible. It has the shortest radius and therefore will have the shortest circumferential distance because that's how math works! But you don't want to go too far inside or else you'll do this. However, in Mario Kart, you'll have to dodge bananas and shells and other racers and fake item boxes and... They took those out! Oh, they took those out! So taking different curves around corners will net you success. You gotta adjust! The mini turbo charges faster while you're holding the inside turn angle than while you're holding the outside turn angle, but it'll still charge for both. Cars, bikes, and ATVs all drift the same in this game, except there's also...
How was I able to even get to like 5th place without a fundamental part of this game, which is fucking drifting? Auto steer? So what? Or is it literally because this is a fucking baby game and I'm literally playing against fucking babies? And that's why. Because the baby game put me against other babies because I myself am a baby. That is stupid. You got good items and a massive shock dodge. Only thing that Nintendo fans are a bunch of kids, but the true out there is that they're a bunch of tryhards. No, they're a bunch of kids who are tryhards. I mean, dude, I know my fucking nephew is a Nintendo baby. Like, he's literally a baby, right? I mean, he's not a baby anymore. He's like 7 years old or some shit. But wait, how old is Mom? How old is Pro? Never mind, he's not 7, he's 10 now. But he's like a baby, okay? And he absolutely is a tryhard. Like he plays this game. It's actually good that I'm doing this now because like it's actually good that I'm playing this because now if I get better at this, I'll fucking destroy him and that will be awesome because he loves Mr. Beast. He loves Mr. Beast. He's like the biggest fan of Mr. Beast. I don't know why. Jank literally does not let me does not let him watch me at all. Which is probably a good thing if we're being honest. Like he probably shouldn't watch me, but no, he's not an XQC fan. No. But he's a fucking kid, LMAO. Well, shut up, dude. But you're right. So oh shit. Taylor's Wall Street Bets and GameStop is front page and above the fold. Hell yeah. Anyway. The point is, I can't wait to learn how to play this game so I can fucking destroy him, dude. Do you understand? If I can get good at this game and I could just fucking absolutely own him, dude, it's over. He will be traumatized for the rest of his life. Just like Jank used to fucking beat me in basketball so hard. Like, he destroyed me when I was growing up. And the moment that I defeated him, it was over. Like, when I was growing up, and Jake was like a fully blown, like actual developed adult, he used to beat the shit out of me in the basketball court. Like, just merciless. I'm talking like 22 to like fucking 3. Like, dunk, you know, not dunk, obviously, but like fucking blocks all day. Absolutely destroying me. And one day I just fucking ended him. Like I literally, I came back. I think it was like after summer or something. I was taller than him. I was stronger than him. I was faster than him. I had better ball handles than him. And I just fucking owned him. And he hasn't beaten me since then. Like it's over. But that moment was very important for me. When I destroyed him, it was a very important moment for me because like, think about it, dude. I'm like fucking 5 years old, and this motherfucker's like 25, okay? And he's just destroying me, dude. He's like destroying a 5-year-old. That's exactly what I want to do to his son. But in fucking Nintendo games and shit. No, because that's important. Because that way he's going to try super fucking hard to beat me and like learn how to beat me. And then when the day comes when he finally does beat me, it'll probably be a really sad day for me, but like GG's at that point. But it'll be a great day for him. Just like it was a great day when I fucking destroyed my uncle. How the fuck do I take this off? So, you know, I want that experience for my I want that experience for my nephew. I guess he's technically my cousin and not my nephew, but because he's so young, I feel like saying cousin is weird, you know? But yes, perpetuate the cycle of violence, dude. What is this? Like, think about it, dude. I'm like fucking 5 years old, and this motherfucker's like 25, okay? And he's just destroying me, dude. He's like destroying a 5-year-old. That's exactly what I want to do to his son. Like, think about it, dude. I'm like fucking 5 years. The cycle of violence must continue. Instill generational trauma in this child's mind. Okay, I'm just memeing for the most part, but please do it in some physical sport or else he's going to become a Nintendo degenerate. No, he's going to be like a fucking streaming legend, dude. I'm going to own him in fucking Nintendo and he's going to become... Oh, God, I don't want him to be a Nintendo streamer, though. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. I'll wait till he's like Call of Duty age. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want him to turn into a Nintendo streamer. Could be worse. He could be a League streamer. No, that's never happening. It's illegal. I would rather... No way, dude. No way. He's never becoming a fucking League degenerate. No way. I will do everything in my power to stop him from playing League of Legends. I will do everything in my power to stop him from playing MOBA games. Do you understand me? Literally, throw him in like baby jail, whatever. Who cares? Who cares, dude? It's better. Okay, I'm looking for... I can't find that FBI agent video that we were supposed to watch. AOC is a degenerate. AOC is lovely and wonderful, but as a League streamer, yes. As a person who plays League, then yes, she is degenerate when she's playing League. Sorry, I don't make the rules, dude. It's like ACAB, okay? All League players are degenerates. A lad. I'm trying to find that fucking FBI agent. Oh, here it is. Former FBI
So as an
agent.
FBI agent, one of the things that I would do to make people comfortable was I always made sure that they would sit next to the door. You know, on television, you always see the suspect sitting in the corner of the room. That is third grade interviewing. Graduate level interviewing is you sit them near the door. Why? There's greater psychological comfort there. My name's Joe Navarro, and for 25 years I was a spy catcher with the FBI, and I am a nonverbal communications expert. So here's the truth about detecting deception or detecting if somebody is lying. There is no Pinocchio effect. It is sheer nonsense to assume that if somebody touches their nose, clears their throat, or touches their ear, that they're being deceptive. And I think this is the first time I'm revealing this on video. What we look for are...
So, like, this guy tortured people, right? That's what we're... I mean, I guess he's FBI. Does FBI torture? Probably. Like, not as like, I don't have enough evidence to say the FBI tortures like I do with the CIA. My assumption is he did, though. Or, I guess he would, what would he do? He wouldn't do the torturing himself, but he would be like, this guy needs to get tortured, and then they send him over to, like, a black site. Sorry, fuck. I meant advanced interrogation. I love this. Typical assuming libtard. I know. It's so crazy for me to assume that wonderful members of our intelligence communities would torture people when it was literally legal and public. And also on top of that, we called it enhanced interrogation. So how crazy of me to assume, to make that assumption. That's crazy. The enhanced interrogation, yeah.
Are indicators of discomfort and distress. We're not looking for deception because there is no single behavior indicative of deception.
My single behavior is when you're brown and I see how brown you are and I make assumptions on your innocence as a consequence of how brown you are. Like if your name is Hassan, I don't know, but you're white, but your name is Hassan. I think to myself, okay, he's got a white face, but with a brown name.
One of my favorite stories that's in my book, What Everybody Is Saying, is of a woman that was invited to the FBI office because she was part of an investigation. And during the first 20 minutes or so that we in the FBI used to calm the person down, this individual, instead of calming down, became even more stressed. And we hadn't even talked about the case. She was biting her lip. She was touching her suprasternal notch. She was clutching at her neck jewelry. A couple of times there she was wringing her hands, and finally I said to her, "Madam, you look like you need to get something off your chest." And she said, "Thank you, Mr. Navarro, because when I parked downstairs I only had 2 tokens for the meter and the meter's about to run out." So here were all these behaviors that maybe 30 years ago people would have looked at and said, "Oh, this is indicative of deception. I mean, she's touched her nose, she's bit her lip." No, she was worried about getting a ticket because she didn't have enough coins when she parked downstairs. And as it turns out, somebody had stolen her ID. She had nothing to do with a crime. Whether we're dealing with the honest or the
Why is this guy fucking interrogating at the FBI some random lady who literally lost her fucking ID? That's the real story I got for this guy. Why are you interrogating random lady with no ID who is worried about her fucking parking meter?
dishonest, we may see behaviors that are indicative of psychological discomfort. The
question I guess I have is, how brown was she? Well, this is the FBI. How black or brown was she? Like, are we talking... Like, are we talking light skin? Are we talking white? I guess it was enough. You know what I mean? It was dark enough. The warrant and interrogation
is try to determine why we are seeing those behaviors, but not assume that they're indicative of deception, because the science just is not there. One of the things that I would do to make people comfortable was to say, look, I'm an FBI agent, we're conducting an investigation, and obviously you're here for a reason. My tone was always to go lower and slower to make sure that at a subconscious level they began to relax. What we want is someone who is calmer so that we have better recall. Remember, when we create stress, we're affecting their memory. And this is why when we have stress, we can't remember where the keys are. So we want the person to calm down, so we put them near the door and we don't sit too close to them, because when we violate space, it makes people nervous. So we back away from them, probably somewhere between 4 and 5 feet away, which is really unusual because on television, we're used to seeing people very up close. And then rather than make a lot of eye contact, which is very intimidating, what I would do is make less eye contact so that they would begin to relax. And then I would do cathartic exhales. So I would look at my notes and do something like this.
Yeah, bro, I'm real comfortable right now, dude. The more he's describing, the more comfortable I've gotten, dude. I got total recall, baby.
subconscious level, the person listening to me will actually mirror that, because humans gravitate towards homeostasis. Then I begin with very simple things. I would say, tell me about your name. It gives them an opportunity to say, well, my father, his grandmother was named this way. And now the person is relating subconsciously to these positive things that have occurred in their life, and they're bringing it forward, which also contributes to psychological comfort. So are there times when we need to create psychological pressure? That is a profound question. I don't recommend it, because once you create psychological pressure, we know that it takes anywhere from a half hour to an hour to return that person back to normal or homeostasis. After doing 13,000 interviews, I can tell you, I have never seen where escalating a situation has benefited anyone. What it has done is it has derailed me as an interviewer to the point where I remember there was an espionage interview I was doing on someone that was accused of espionage. And it was a bizarre interview. It was done standing up over 3.5 hours on the loading dock of a lumber yard in Georgia. Myself and the suspect were going back and forth, and I was just getting more and more frustrated. And the man was sticking to the same story. And I was beginning to lose my patience. I had to end.
It's like, so I killed him. So, you know, murder happened, and we never got the appropriate intelligence that we could act on. Bro, what is this, a mafia movie? What the fuck?
The interview, because at that point, I wasn't thinking clearly. And as it turns out, this individual did not commit espionage. His repetition of the same story was consistent with what really happened. He didn't do it. And so this was one of those mid-career type situations where it validated that thinking once again, that raising your voice.
I find that they're sending this guy out on missions where he keeps fucking up innocent people, it seems like. You know, so I'm asking this lady who's like fucking on the verge of a mental breakdown, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Turns out she just needs quarters for her meter. And she was innocent. So then I'm interrogating the shit out of this guy for 3 hours in a lumber yard. We're getting real heated with one another. He just keeps repeating his stories over and over. Turns out he's innocent too. That's cool, man.
Creating stress is not beneficial at all.
Crime committer says simple mid-career mistake anyone would make, obviously. Says crime committer. Nice name, dude.
What do you know about those stolen jewels?
Jewels?
When I came into law enforcement in 1975, I was going through the Utah Police Academy, and they were teaching back then that if somebody touched their nose, touched their mouth, or coughed, they were lying. This is sheer and absolute nonsense. And they were teaching this for decades. And even when I entered the FBI in 1979, there were still misconceptions about, well, if somebody asked for a drink of water, or if they look up and to the left and then they look to the right, that they're creating or inventing.
Oh, he's from Utah? Guys, don't you know the meme? Come on. All cops are Irish. All members of the CIA and FBI are Mormon. Like, this is pretty basic memology, dude. As an ex-Mormon can confirm, the Reed technique, law enforcement's main interrogation technique, has been debunked and basically been compared to torture in terms of provoking false confessions. Also, that's a joke, but you know, there are a lot of Mormons in the CIA and FBI. Also, here's not a joke. Top of the hour, every hour, it's time for a 6-second ad break. Oh, let's go.
An answer and so forth. And the fact of the matter is, that is all.
Most dangerous CIA agents are the Mormons that drink and the Irish that don't. Yeah, that is a Chapo joke.
All garbage. There were any number of things that we were falsely told that were indicative of deception, from facial touching to sniffing, rubbing the insides of our mouths with our tongue and so forth. Here's the downside to all of this. I looked at the 261 DNA exonerations that took place over the last few decades. And this was the initial review of these individuals who had been convicted and were sentenced to be executed. And DNA later proved that they had nothing to do with the crime. And here's what's sad. In every single case, not one police officer, not one prosecutor could detect the truth, but they all claimed to be able to detect deception. The other thing we found that was interesting from those 261 DNA...
Bro, you don't need to detect the truth when you detect that the color of the skin is black. I mean, this is called police work, sir. Do you not understand? What is he saying over here? Detect the truth, detect falsehoods? He already detected that the dude was black. I don't get it. Open and shut case, boys.
DNA exonerations. Fully 25% was willing to admit to a crime just to stop the interview process. That means that those interviews where there was a lot of psychological pressure applied, where it took place over hours and hours and hours, where there was a lot of threatening demeanor, that eventually the people were willing to say, you know what, just to, I'm going to admit it, even though it's going to cost me my life. 25%. That's frightening. So every time I hear somebody out there says, oh, I can tell that they're lying from their body language, I just say that's...
For the record, African Americans are, as you know, 13% of the population. But they constitute 47% of the 1,900 exonerations listed in the National Registry of Exonerations. And a great majority more of the group exonerations, apparently, as well. African American prisoners who are convicted of murder are 50% more likely to be innocent than other convicted murderers.
Absolute rubbish. There is no science to support it.
All right, Ralph, you want it the hard way.
Then again, of course, it doesn't matter because Joe Biden just defeated racism yesterday by signing an executive order that said that the CEO of racism has been defeated. So, expect a reversal of those stats shortly.
I can fix that too. You've got 20 years staring you right in the face. What do you want me to say, that I did it?
We're always dealing with the human brain.
Dude, no one thinks that it's on. I know no one thinks that. I'm just joking.
We're dating, whether we're dealing with family members or even in a forensic interview. I tell the story of this individual in Yuma, Arizona, who immediately came under suspicion. There was a body found, and the person had been stabbed with an ice pick. Now, the only person that knew this was myself and the suspect. We found out that the victim had been in an argument with this individual named Ricky. So, I go and meet with Ricky, and Ricky said I had nothing to do with it. And I said, well, that's fine. I said, well, Ricky, you tell me you didn't kill this gentleman, but if you had, would you have used a machete? And he said, no. I said, okay, would you have used a gun? No. How about an axe? No. And I said, Ricky, would you have used an ice pick? And when I used the word ice pick, which obviously somebody with guilty knowledge would respond to, his eyelids came down and he tucked his chin in. Blocking behavior, protective behavior. So I just looked at him and I said, Ricky, come on. You were seen having an argument with him and now he's dead.
Come on.
And
Owned, dude. Yo, police work, dude. Yo, police work is sick, dude. Come on. Come on. I said to him, Ricky, come on. Come on. Fucking owned, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ricky, do me a favor. How you doing? Fuck you. Hey, do me a favor. How you doing over here? Fuck you. All right.
And eventually he confessed. Keep in mind that nonverbal communications per se are not admissible in court. I mean, I could say that the person looked distraught, and defense counsel might ask, well, how would you know that? How long have you known the person? What does distraught look like? And I could say, well, he closed his eyes and he lowered his chin. And they could come back and say, well, that's not indicative of anything. But this is how we use nonverbals, to let me know that which only the suspect knew affected him. There's a certain amount of lying that we have to do to get along with each other. So we say that lying is a tool for social survival. And because of that, we're actually pretty good at lying. Most of us lie, the research says, anywhere from 3 to 5 times an hour. I hardly talk to anyone in an hour, so I don't think I find myself lying so much, but I know that if, I'm having a bad...
He's gonna be like, I just told you a lie. Huh? Get it? These motherfuckers lying to us, bro.
Bad day and somebody...
There's something up with this dude. I don't know what's... There's definitely something wrong with him. I can't seem to place my finger on it, but...
He says, hey, how are you? I'll probably say, yeah, I'm okay when I'm not. I think the most effective liars are the people who habitually lie. One of the best liars I ever ran into was a woman who was
Squad W.
a spy. She could tell stories like no one I've ever known. They were so convincing. You would ask her a question and she would just be so fluid in her answers. And of course, she's describing something that was taking place in Germany. So it's not something that we could go and check on the next day. And she led us on for about a year. The only thing that we can do to protect ourselves from deception is what is being said and what is the proof. You begin to make an inquiry, the story begins to fall apart, or it causes a cognitive load. Oh, so you went to Mexico. Which airport did you land at? And then they struggle to come out with an answer. Simple questions should evoke simple answers. And when they create a cognitive load, then it's not indicative of deception, but it should certainly make you wonder, is there something wrong here? One of the things about this woman spy, who was in fact convicted 25 years, as soon as we were in Germany and allowed to conduct the investigation, we could immediately see that the story was falling apart. You can either accept a story as it's being told, or you can make an effort to question it to see if you can verify it. There's a lot of myths about body language, but this one area, this area of deception, we've got to get away from this because this is no joke. You can be sued for saying to somebody, I think you're lying, when it's based on nonverbals, and you can certainly ruin somebody's life. In fact, I would say anybody that says, I can help you to detect deception is actually deceiving you because they're just...
So you What was his entire video then, man?
Simply is no science to support it. All we can say is we're seeing behaviors indicative of psychological discomfort, and that is as far as you can go with that.
Wait, I want to watch
Politicians realize that nonverbals are important. And so when they choose an outfit, when they choose how they're going to come out, whether or not they're going to be smiling or shaking hands, one thing I can assure you, this has been rehearsed many times. It is theater. It's absolute theater. And one of the things that we will be looking for is how well these actors do their job. My name's Joe Navarro, and for 25 years I was a spy catcher with the FBI, and I am a nonverbal communications expert. As we approach the height of the political season, the
R.I.P., bro.
question I'm asked is, what do you look for in the body language of the people that will be in the debate? I look at everything that's involved because we have to look at all the nonverbals. We always notice when the candidates come on stage, they're always waving at somebody in the
R.I.P.,
audience.
bro. R.I.P. Kidding, he's not dead. His Twitter account is alive. You know what I mean?
Pointing a finger and so forth. Sometimes these are actually bogus gestures because they know the cameras in the audience will take pictures anytime there's a large gesture. And so they may actually do these things with no one in mind. You'll notice that rarely are debaters allowed to stand or sit close to each other. Usually there's at least 7 to 10 feet of space. And the reason for that is debaters actually don't want you to see that there's a height difference. And so by separating the two individuals, we don't notice that difference. You'll see an unusual amount of the color blue in the background, somewhere between the color of the ocean and the sky, which is soothing to the human brain. The wearing of a navy blue suit, white shirts, often a red or burgundy tie. Subconsciously, we see the significance of that because it is what we see in the American flag, red, white, and blue. What's really become ubiquitous is the lapel pin of the American flag. This is something that 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, we hardly saw, but now it's almost part of our attire. If you think about it, is someone less patriotic because on this day they're not wearing the American flag? Of course not. This is reaching out to you at a subconscious level. It's part of the theater, part of the orchestration, which we now demand. We're looking for their behaviors to see, are these consistent with what we have seen in the past? We certainly shouldn't be using body language to try to determine if they're speaking the truth. These are orchestrated events, and that's not what we use body language for. We use body language to supplement and confirm what we are seeing. Are the words being supported by the gestures, or are their gestures taking away from their words? What I look for is, as the moderator asks a question, do I see lip biting? Do I see any kind of ventilating behavior, such as pulling on the collar? Do I see any kind of facial distress? Do I see furrowing of the forehead?
They can, in fact, take care of it if he just stay out of the way. Look here.
Oh, really?
Here,
Oh, really?
here's the thing.
I sent
Bro, you can't do fucking regular analysis on this. It's like two geriatrics with yelling at one another, with one whose brain is leaking out of his ear and the other one who's like using most of his processing power to not say slurs and shit. What good are you gonna tell us about this fucking entire back and forth?
Anything that might indicate to me that the individual doesn't like the question he or she is being asked.
Oh, wow. Shit, dude. Damn, dude. Big brain Andy, dude. Did you see? He fucking got that so good. He fucking... It's very obvious that from his face, you can tell he is experiencing discomfort from the way that Donald Trump was interjecting.
Shut up, man. Listen, who is
The other thing
You're really proud of undermining that guy's job, huh? Yes. Yes, I am. I didn't realize that this guy was your dad. Cat play. You okay?
thing I look for is any kind of hesitation, throat clearing.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists?
Sure,
Are you
I'm willing
prepared
to
to
do that,
specifically
but-
Do it.
Perhaps the raising of a shoulder, the lowering of a shoulder.
Stand back and stand by.
Anything that conveys lack of confidence. I want to see the hands. I want to see those thumbs that come up, because when we're confident, the thumbs
Yok artık.
pop up. When we lack confidence, they come down. I want to see if there's any kind of steepling. Steepling is a high indicator of confidence. Or do we see the interlacing of the fingers, which is I'm struggling with something or I'm having difficulty.
God damn, that dude has literally fucking eaten his fingernails to a nub, dude. Worse than mine.
One of the ones that you may not even think about, nothing will ever be said, but you'll see behaviors like the light touching of the eye with the fingertip. This is both a blocking behavior and a comforting behavior. One of the facial nerves that attends to the eyelid, the minute we put pressure on that nerve, it begins to send messages to the brain to calm down. What in essence they're saying is, I screwed up, or I really don't like that. One of the things that happens in political debates are the things that we never planned for. For instance, in 2016, now President Trump walking behind Hillary Clinton during the debates, it almost looked like he was stalking her. I mean, I can just imagine me trying to talk to the camera right now with somebody loitering behind me. That actually actuates a limbic response. So we may see behaviors that arise as a result of the action of another candidate.
Wait, hold up. It hasn't been downloading Zelda this entire fucking time? What the fuck? Hold up, chat. This is not good. Why hasn't it been downloading? What the fuck is going on? How do I get this out? I had to quit it? That's why? It wouldn't fucking download while the fucking fuck, dude. I'm taking a poop naked right now. Dude, I'm so happy for you. I take it back. Switch is the worst console, dude. Straight up. Why the fuck can't it download while it's simultaneously playing a video game? Like, that makes no sense. Yeah, I tried download options. It literally just says cancel download or download this first.